Lil Jeff, whose real name is Jeffrey Harris, was raised in the heart of South Side Chicago's Englewood, which is known as the most violent neighborhood in the country. He grew up surrounded by gang life. His everyday existence consisted of poverty, police sweeps, and violence. Jeff was well known in his teens with the Black Disciples, who were on the same squad as Chief Keef, Lil Durk, and OTF. They were known as the Lamron Set, or 300. Jeff was in the trenches, but most people turned to music as a way to express themselves. Additionally, it is said that he began capturing bodies prior to the release of his debut single. Z-Money, another Lamron BD member, one of Lil Jeff's best buddies, was murdered in 2023. The hit is said to have come from STLEBT, a rival GD set, on the streets. Jeff was changed by this tragedy, and he became more personal than he was about the group. His motivation became vengeance. Following Z's passing, Jeff's music and social media presence deteriorated. In the heat of the situation, he started teasing operatives, brandishing pistols, and discussing retribution. Leal, a teenager, was shot and killed in broad daylight in 2023. Jeff took responsibility when he posted on the internet a few hours later. He didn't stop there. In following songs, he rapped about carrying out the murder, mocking Leal's passing and referring to it as a birthday gift to the block. When Jeff rapped, this was one of the first times people recognized he wasn't kidding. He was boasting about doing what he claimed. 2 months later, two teenagers, Monterey Williams and Robert Boston, were shot outside a corner store in broad daylight. It seemed like they were innocent bystanders. However, whispers on the street claimed that the teenagers were in the wrong place at the wrong time and were being recruited by STL. According to witnesses, a shooter got out of a car, asked the occupants what they were saying, and then started shooting. Apparently, Lil Jeff hinted that he was the shooter in some of his tunes. Although Jeff was never detained by the police as the shooter, the time and his words gave the impression that he was responsible. Lil Jeff's work was not limited to Chicago. According to rumors circulating through the streets and an intelligence assessment that had been partially verified, Jeff and Lamron member Q50 started taking payments for hits outside of their area. They allegedly performed hits on local beefs in smaller cities in Indiana and Illinois in order to make money. They discussed doing hits for money in one of the specific hits in Milwaukee. In Milwaukee, there was also a murder case where Lil Jeff and Q50 were supposed to kill one victim, but instead they killed 3. However, once more, nobody ever came forward. In the end, Q50 would completely vanish from social media. Some claimed he caught up, while others claimed he disappeared. In any case, Jeff's death marked the end of that incident. Lil Jeff was murdered in Chicago on June 8, 2024, a day after turning 21. He reportedly died after being taken to the hospital after being shot 19 times. After being charged with killing Lil Jeff, Trap City Rob was subsequently freed due to insufficient evidence. His music stopped, but the name Lil Jeff became legend. Lil Jeff was one of the most name-scaring artists in existence throughout the Chicago drill era, despite never having a label or charting. They claim that he killed 11 people, but no charges were ever brought against him. He supposedly made a living by rhyming about murder. Jeff did more than merely compose drill tunes. He was the true beast that was concealed in the beat.